Hello, this is Alicia with the Struggle Budget, and welcome if you're new, welcome back if you have stuck with me, Latanya, for a while. This is my, what is it? It's my Snowball savings binders. I do them like a debt snowball, but they are a savings snowball for the majority of these three binders that I'm doing. So I stuff them in a separate video because I have so many of them. It'll take forever in one video. So I break up my stuffing so that I do two, and these are all the snowball method. This one, I'm going to start with this one, which is my 1 month ahead, and it is the cleanest, I would say, of the snowball binders that I have. This one I started from scratch with nothing, and Steph's on a Budget was the one who I saw doing this. She was doing $3 a month, and so was I. I was like, oh, $3 a paycheck, I think was hers. Mine is, I only get 2 paychecks a month, so I'm only doing $6 a month into this. But this is essentially going to be part of my emergency fund, but I'm doing it by saving one bill a month ahead. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. So I started this in August last year, and I had started something similar to this months prior. Look, this was January 15th of 2024. And I saved the full $36, which was 1 month of garbage. Even though it's paid quarterly, that's 1 month's worth. So that one was fully funded because I had some extra money. And this one was fully funded at the beginning, and then I was going to put some more money into the rest of the envelopes. But I didn't have that much, and so I was trying to do the whole amount into one envelope at a time, and that was frankly frustrating because this was the cheapest one, and I got it funded right away, but then everything else was going to take a while. And in this way, I've been doing it. I get to put some money into each one, which I really like. So I've been moving some things around. Hopefully I did not make a mess this year. So I have funded my garbage. I have fully funded it 1 month of cell phone. And now I'm working on the internet. And I already made a mistake. Hold on, let me get my white out. I didn't bring it with me. And I'm not sure. I think this one should have been $10 because not only did I am doing it, continuing to do it, I have increased the amount from $3 to $5. I was able to, doesn't make a difference here, so I should have had 15. Let me see. I'm gonna wait on this one. I'm gonna come back to this one because everything else I know is $5. So I went from 3 to 5, and thankfully that just worked out because I was on the last stuffing I did stopped me at $30. So all of these are gonna be nice round numbers, 30, 35, 40. The dollar bills get really full really fast, really fat in here, and this is just an A6. So I'm supposed to have 35, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Look at that. There's an A-buck. For those of you that don't know, I save the A-bucks for my lovely little daughter. And I found one in there. It's probably been there quite a while. So anyway, see, squirrel. So this is $35. So all of these others will be $35. So I'm not going to count all of those. I just counted this one to make sure we're all on the same page. And then I will see how much money I have left to see if I did it right when I went from $3 to $5. So part of the reason I was able to go up was because I had stopped. I was putting a pile of money away for the holidays. So oh, sorry, I'll tell you what these are. This was for my medical. If I need to continue it when I'm out of work or whatever the emergency might be, I wanted an envelope for that. And I have my groceries here. And this one is the house payment. Okay, I did it again. What was I saying? Let's see. I don't know. I better finish one train of thought today. I've done it twice. I've started to say something, got distracted, and then completely forgot what I was saying. It was about the dollars, but what was it about the dollars? That one was property tax. Don't know. Anyway, the dollars get really cumbersome in here because of the size of the A6 binder is not that big. So I wanted to, now I remembered, see, ramble enough and I'll remember. I was saving a whole bunch of money for the holidays because I had not saved any up until like June or July. So I was double saving what I normally would, or a little bit more than double saving what I normally would, to try to catch up so I would have some money for the holidays. That one was for car insurance. So thankfully I did succeed at that. And now I was able to bring it down to $125 a paycheck for the holidays. It's not just Christmas. This is my holiday binder plus gifts for other people that might come up throughout the year. Car insurance, home insurance. Gas and tolls, it's gonna get another $5. So I was thankful that it worked. But now I have a little bit that I can put in other envelopes. And this is water and sewer. The extortion company, since I pay $230 a month and they're raising their rates yet again. You know, it's lovely to look outside and have cats in your yard, but you don't really own cats. So this one is for electricity. And the cat has chosen to use my planter as its bathroom. I love other people's animals, just not in my yard. Let's see, that was for electricity. This one is for life insurance. And we gotta be getting close, right? Internet. Okay, what do I have left? 15, I did it right. Ooh, that got smeary. All right, so I did it right. I just did not mark it in here right. So what I did was pretended that these two were 5s. So 5, 10, and then the 5 for this envelope is 15. So we are going to get closer a lot quicker. Well, it feels like a lot quicker. So I'm up to 63 and internet is at 96. The jerks. You can see I love my bills. I love them so much. So that is my debt snowball for 1 month ahead. And I started this process with my daughter's senior binder. I made her entire own binder because there's just too much going on this year. I didn't start saving until January of last year because it snuck up on me. I had a little bit of midlife crisis. So this 1 month ahead is the cleanest of them. This senior binder is kind of starting to wind down. So I was kind of bummed by that. So I made myself another. Kind of already had it, but I chose to make it a debt snowball. So this one is my daughter's, and this one is going to get $150. Now some of these will never go away. Some of these are, well, maybe when she gets married or moves out or gets a job or you know, whatever. When I am no longer financially responsible for her, this will end, but until that time, I think this envelope's gonna go on forever. This is her school envelope, and I put $150 each paycheck in here. It used to be a lot less, but this year's been bananas, and we have a tutor. That's expensive for one of her statistics class. So it should have $297 in here. 1, 2, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 92. 297, oh, 292. Can't read my own writing. So the right amount is in here. So this one is not, this envelope is not part of the Snowball that I had started. And this one is not in order of smallest to largest. This one is in order of soonest due. So since I didn't start until January, start saving last year, I had to start really saving up for things that were going to be $500 twice in August. So I had to save $1,000 quickly. So what I did was I put everything in date order as best I could because I did not know what dates some things were going to be due. This was her cap and gown, which we just ordered, and it had a surplus of $93, and she said she wanted a senior banner. So I just wrote this on here to remind myself that this surplus is supposed to go towards a senior banner that she decided she wanted. She did not want her band jacket, so we reallocated that $500 into a couple other envelopes, which is great. So we have the announcements fully funded for $100. We got her glasses and contacts fully funded, which I am excited about for the year. Not forever, just for the year. And her art expo is fully funded. And some of that came fully funded quickly from reallocating the $500 from her band jacket she decided she didn't want, which I was more than happy to do. So I am going to, again, go to the back. And the back items are still getting $5. This envelope, or the envelopes in this binder were always getting $5. Some of them, I don't know why, I started them somewhere else and they had a little money in them, and then like this one is for college. Put that one in there and it's going to just get $5 until we're done with all of these things, and then all of this money is going to switch to that envelope. And so that one has $33, and I guess I'll count it. So 20, 25, 30, 1, 2, 3, that's good. And the reason I'm going to the back is so that I can see what I have left over to put in the envelope I'm currently working on filling up. I did reduce the amount I'm putting in this folder. So this is for graduation party, and we're adding 5. I reduced it by $40, I think, $30, because some of these things have all been paid off and I wanted some cash to go somewhere else. So I figured $290 into this binder is plenty for now. And this one, what did I say? This is the graduation party. It is 65, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. I think I did that the last time too. My hands are super dry, so I can't. I left my sort quick on the other desk. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. I'm $5 ahead, or I stuck an extra 5 in here. We'll see at the end. And this one is clothing. That's not one that's going to end. That's not until she gets out and gets a job. She's working too hard on school right now. Her classes are bananas. She had homework all through the holiday time off, the 2 weeks at school time here. And she was working on her schoolwork. So we agreed that she wouldn't go to work until she gets through the majority of these classes. This one should have 86, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 6. And this one is, the clothing. Thankfully, she has stopped growing. When she was little, she was growing out of her clothes so fast. And this one is the prom dress and accessories, and it's supposed to have 57 after we add the 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 56, 57. Okay. Glad these are all working out okay in terms of money. And these are for school pictures, which we may or may not redo what we have, because what we have I don't like very well. So I have saved $51, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, $1.51. I don't know. I mean, they're okay, but they're not what I was hoping for. Ooh. And this is birthday folder. And this one is getting $1.15. So we have 1, 10, and 5 left, 5 and 10 left over. So that is the correct amount that I had on here. Just wanted to make sure the numbers worked out right. There's a lot of dollars here. Do I really want to count them? I suppose I'll recount. Somehow I think I just messed that up. Yeah. That 100 goes here. Come on, let go. Let go. Okay. So brand new bills are sticky and old bills get sticky. So 1, 50, 70, 90, 210, 30, 50, 70, 90, 300, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 400, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 502. Really glad that worked out. So rather than keep this in here stuffed, I do not have another fully funded, but I'm going to put this money here and put that back in the bank. And I'm going to put this placeholder in here, which will be very helpful on closing this because that envelope was getting too big. So that was for the birthday, yeah, Alex's birthday. So we like to do events rather than things usually. So I am going to put this back in the bank under her account and call it a day on that one. And here is my new binder. This one may be a mess, I don't know. These are things that are not super priority, but I know me. And I was using some savings challenges to put some stuff in here, but I wasn't putting a lot of effort into it because I had a lot of things this year that I had to catch up on. Now that most of that stuff is done, I was able to allocate money directly to this binder as a Snowball savings binder. And they're low priority, but I know me. At some point I need these things, so if I don't start saving for them, I'm gonna get myself in a pickle where I have no money saved for these. So instead of making them so low priority, I was hardly putting any money into them, I decided to do the debt snowball. So I'm gonna move this money back, the savings snowball, excuse me. So this first envelope is mine. It's Alicia's guilt-free money. And this is another game that I play in my regular game binder. So this one I don't stuff. This one is strictly a game. Bucky's. I'm gonna probably have to move this to another binder because I go to Bucky's every quarter or every 4 months. So it's supposed to have 44, so 41, 2, I have 43. So I'm supposed to go about every 4 months or so. And I'm sorry, but you can't go into Bucky's without buying some things. So Bucky's is a gas station here in Texas. You might have heard of it, you might not have. And it is a budget buster because when I go to get gas, ethanol-free gas for my generators, because those are the best for the engine. They don't tend not to gum it up. Ethanol tends to gum up your generators. And so I go over there because it's the only place I can find it. But then you don't just go to get gas, you go inside. And I spend money every time I go inside. Look it up on YouTube. You'll see some people that have gone through Bucky's. It's the biggest tourist trap ever, but it's fun too. So I decided to start saving for it because it kept busting my budget. So these are random things that I want for my house, mostly. Like this is an air curtain. I'm gonna try this to see if I can keep the bugs from entering my house, the mosquitoes primarily in the summer. Let's see, my guest fund. This was one that also, even though my guests don't come very often, when they did come, I wanted to have some spending money to spend without any issues. So I started this envelope, That's 104. So 50, 70, 95, 104. So I started this one, but I need to beef it up in case my guests come visit, because they do on occasion. And this is for my cell phone replacement. And I have been saving a little bit with the games, but it's just not enough. The cell phones are starting to act up. And let's see, I have $38 in here. Yes, I do. So I want to get this saved up because they can be expensive. This is for some medical supplies and some homeopathy. I haven't ever saved for this one. I should, so here I am. $5, brand new. Furniture, I have some replacement furniture I need to buy, and I just keep putting it off. I need a couch, I need an area rug, I need a stand-up desk because I die sitting at my desk all day. And these things are just getting worse and worse and worse. I need a trash can for the kitchen. I know, not expensive. I could probably fund it out of the house fund. I just haven't found one I want yet. So if I have a whole, it's furniture plus house stuff like that. And that was how much? 42, and it added up. And this is the whole home surge protector I wanted, because we have so many power outages here. My electronics kind of get fried. So here's 38, and I should have 38. So this one, I have started saving some amounts, and why I say this one is different, my 1 month ahead in all my bills is easy because they all started at the same time. This one I've had little amounts saved, so they're not all the same. All of these are at different levels. And I will still use some games to save for some of these items. Now, I haven't done enough with this binder to figure out what's priority and what's not, because I would like to put it in priority order, not in order of least to most expensive item. So I have to do some thinking on this one and see if I can, what was that one that I just did? See if I can determine what order these should be in. So this is the radio that I want. And this is, I just looked at it, what was it? Oh, the battery. And they can be expensive. So I have 14 and 5, this would be 19. Is that what I have in here? Yes, $19. Vacation, I just don't save for, but I am playing a few games for those. But if I don't start saving, we're never going anywhere. Unless I put it on a credit card, and that defeats the whole purpose. $48 in here, good to go. Coins, I do buy gold and silver once in a blue moon because I like them. So 34. Okay, so why do I only have 34? This one's way off. Did I leave money in here? No. Wow, I'm gonna have to find out what's going on this one. Oh, it's a 50, not a 20. So 50, 64. There we go. I thought that was a 20, and that's why I was counting wrong. And I'm gonna start saving for a car replacement. And that for myself or my daughter. So $35, $39. Is that right? Yes, $39. I have a $5 left over, so I must have another, I must have another category on my Excel worksheet that I don't have in here. So I will have to go back and check my Excel worksheet and see, because I ended up with $15 extra today from my stuffing, which is fine. I'd rather have extra than not enough, but I want to see if I'm missing an envelope in here. So that was our cash stuffing for the second half of my budget, which is pretty low budget because the 1 month ahead got 65, my pink binder got 65, but the school one got $290. So that one's not so cheap. But that wraps it up, and I hope you had fun. I will see you in the next video.